From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. We're through the first quarter of this season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Herbert throwing right away. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And now it's 2nd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
2nd and 10 now. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be Panthers football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Young working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Normally, when we say somebody's on skates, we're talking about that offensive lineman, right? Driven right back to the quarterback. But I think it's applicable for the entire offense to be on skates. 2 plays, 2 negative plays. Got to find something positive here on 3rd down.
Taking a deep shot here. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Well, no look at his first look of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the punt team downs this one just inside the 40. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Open space inside the 40. To the house, touchdown LA! The Chargers take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Calvin Austin on the return. And look at this return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap now to Young. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. And on third down, looks like the Chargers anticipating pass here. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, Young. On the move, past the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Sending a receiver left. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the option, they give it to Brooks. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no...
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This time it's a passing play. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. Let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Young throwing here. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And that brings up 4th and long. Crunches off the right upright, no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
They've got first down from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Back-to-back carries here. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard gain, and things looking a whole lot better now. 3rd and 3 upcoming.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Herbert from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Chargers will have a first. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's a give up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All set up now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's got him near the 8. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Dobbins punches it in for the LA touchdown. The Chargers take a 13-0 lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. On the return, here comes Austin. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Now it's Young. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception and just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Chargers are going to take over deep in their own territory. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Panthers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And look at this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Herbert back to it after the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go. You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. To throw, Herbert. Sideline throw is incomplete. Should have been intercepted in all reality. Instead, 4th down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Panthers are going to take over deep in their own territory. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play action now. Young. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Hits him on the out route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. He's on the move.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Second and 3 now. Young looking to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked off. Cam Hart hits the 20. And he makes the Huffs go. That's a touchdown on the pick six. You get a pick six. You get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. On the return, here comes Austin. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Young back to it after the pick. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Young working from the gun. Able to get it to Moore. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Young on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On 2nd and 10, Young. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. This one's headed for the sideline, and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Running once more with Brooks. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. One that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
On the table here for 3rd and 3. Defense shows blitz. Young. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme was give me 6.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Handoff here for Brooks. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Young on the play action. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Chargers take possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Gets this to Bateman. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
1st and 10, Herbert. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Jordan Fuller comes up with it.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Young to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That is entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 27. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Junior Colson. And he's going to go. It's a big 6. where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. On the return, here comes Austin. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On second down, it's Brooks. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on third down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Shotgun now on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage too.
They send a tight end in motion. Third down run with Brooks. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Young. Moore's got it. And this one doesn't go far.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. And he's hit and dropped. So that's going to bring an end to our third quarter. Him picking himself up after that sack. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again, following the sack. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. So they're left facing third and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Third and long, Young. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. They're going for it, Young. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Pretty obvious, this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Going to the ground again on first. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They give it to him again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Herbert from the gun. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Chargers will have a first. Now a give on the counter. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another carry for him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Back to the well again. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hand off to the up back. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Yeah, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling because that was a callback to the early days of football when fullbacks, not running backs, they were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or two, He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers moments away from their 4th win of the year. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. There's a handoff up the gut. And he gets this forward to the 19. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
3rd and 4 coming up now. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now. Timeout. You want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And instead of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
what you talking about. Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said.